Boys, we have our top 10 must-have cards in Madden 25. This list is getting harder and harder to make. I will say, it feels like this Madden is a little bit more expensive when it comes to top end, but there are some non-LTDs in this list. There are a lot of good cards that are not LTDs when it comes to buying God Squads or whatever. But if you guys enjoy videos like this, make sure to hit that like, hit the subscribe, and let's just jump right into number 10 here. If you're looking for cheap, fast coins to build that God Squad you always wanted, check out my sponsor, U4GM, and use code SHOE for 5% off your order. So at number 10, we are starting off with Ladd McConkey, and I will say, you never thought a Ladd McConkey card would be in a top 10, or at least I never did. He is 91 speed. Very, very good when it comes to wide receivers. That is faster than every safety in the game, besides one guy, which we'll mention later on a list like this, and also tied with all the fastest corners in the game besides Deion Sanders, which is an insanely expensive card, right? When we look at him, he's 91, 6 foot. He has great route running across the board. He also gets the current Team of the Week boost, which is very, very good. I even did a video on it, and I think it was one of the better Team of the Weeks to build out there. I honestly will say, though, he feels a lot bigger in game than he looks. I mean, 6 foot, I know it's like a normal height Jamar Chase has. I think AJ Brown's also 6 foot. He looks tall. He looks really, really tall. He's been one of the best performing cards. He even has a face scan game, which I didn't think he would. He's very, very good, man. No abilities worth mentioning or running, but I will say abilities on a wide receiver is nothing you're looking for right now. He's tough. He's very good. At number 9, we got AK, and I didn't have him much higher than this, although I think he's the best running back by a pretty solid margin. I don't want to throw him any higher than this because I think the running back position is probably the worst it's ever been in Madden, like at least as long as Next Gen's been out since, like, what, Madden 21? It's bad. It's very, very bad. The sheds are OP, but I think him being a very good pass catcher and also just faster and better statistically than everybody else has to have himself a spot on the list. He's 91 speed, which we already mentioned how good that is. He has elite carrying, really good catching as well. Where is it at? I am blind right now. I know he has 89. There it is down here. He has crazy short running, 89 short running, even 80 medium, which is hard to hit for a running back at this time. I'm telling you, AK is one of the best running backs I've used all year. He's one of the best running back gameplays I've recorded all year. And then ability-wise, like I said, you're probably not using anything on offense besides quarterback abilities right now. It's just way too early in the year to not be using those, and they're too good right now. But for now, as a base card, he's still elite. And at number 8, we have one of my favorite cards in the game, and I know Evan Ingram just came out. I know people are still using Kyle Pitts, but George Kittle is the fastest base tight end at 91 speed. You're kind of seeing the same thing here, right? 91 speed is kind of just the elite marker right now. He also is 6'4", 250. I like the 6'4". I like the little bit on the shorter end tight ends, not like the 6'6" above guys, because I think they run routes a little bit worse. The 250 normally would not make me want to use a tight end, because 246 pounds and above, they start to move a little bit weird. But I think him being a little shorter helps him, because he has been elite when it comes to like running drags, running corner routes. And I do think that has to do with just because how good statistically he is. He obviously is a good run blocker too, at least comparative. 80's still very, very mid, but comparative to everybody else, he's like the only tight end in the game right now, I think, that gets above 80. So we'll take that. And then elite catching stats across the board. 90 short running, 90 medium. George Kittle is amazing. He also does get a 0 AP run protector X Factor, which I use. I haven't really noticed it to be any better than just a normal Kittle, but, you know, it's free. It's 0 AP. At number 7, I have Von Miller, and I probably ranked him a little bit too high. Now that I'm thinking about it, looking back at it, I think he is my favorite edge rusher in the game. I don't think using D-line abilities is the move anymore, or AP there. I was doing it for a little bit and started to learn you need to catch your interception, so pick guard should be everywhere. But when we look at edge rusher, I think he hits everything I want to hit on a perfect edge rusher, right? He is very fast. 89 speed, tied for the fastest edge rusher in the game. He has great excel to match it, but then 90 finesse move while having 90 power and 90 block shot. I know the power doesn't really matter too much for him, but 90 block shot and 90 finesse while being 89 speed is absolutely. Him and Micah Parsons are probably the two guys I'd look to if you are looking for the best edge rushers in the game. No ability stack, but honestly, he's amazing. I mean, you could use abilities on him. I'm probably not going to. I mean, I'm not going to. I have him on my team. I just think having the fastest guys in the D-line is elite, and he is one of the new guys that also gets that right now. Number 6, we have another one of the cheaper Team of the Week wide receivers here in Brian Thomas Jr. He doesn't get the current Team of the Week boost like Ladd McConkey does, but I think as a base card, he is better. He is 6'3". He is huge. The tall wide receivers kind of got phased out last year because the KOs were OP, and the taller guys fell to the ground a little bit slower. Now this year, the tall guys are elite, man. They snag everything. They don't move as bad as you think they would, and also they will obviously get some high balls thrown their way and get over some defenders and help against zone. But 91 speed while being 6'3" alone will have you on a list like this. He also does get a solid theme team. Jags is okay right now. Has Fred Taylor, him, Evan Ingram. He has guys like Dante Fowler on defense. I think Brian Thomas is elite. Like I said, I might as well mention it every time. No abilities, but as a base card. You really can't argue against 91 speed 6'3", boys. At number 5, we have Kirby Joseph. You're probably wondering why my screen looks weird like this. This card, I am recording this on, what is it, Thursday today. I'm recording on Thursday. I'm going to be out of town this weekend, but Mutt Leaks shows us all the cards coming out. I did take into account Legends and also Team Builders. I won't be home to actually record it on time, but we know who the master is. This is the new DK Metcalf, Myles Garrett card, whatever you want to call it. So Kirby Joseph does get every single theme team. He could have been better. I think he should have been better. They might buff him by the time you're watching this, but even though 91 speed is the only 91 speed safety in the game, there's no other ones that are 91 speed base. He also is elite when it comes to man, zone. His play arc's good. His head power is good. I think he should have been 92 speed, especially for how expensive a card like this is going to be and always will be. But I think he's still elite. He's still a top 5 card in the game. Gets every theme team, so he will be 92 base. 6'1". Kirby Joseph is a dog, man. This card is very, very good. And I'm looking forward to getting him back when I come back from out of town. At number 4, we got AJ Terrell. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't think this card would really be on any team. He really wouldn't be on any team if it wasn't for that pack odds boost glitch. I don't even want to really call it a glitch. I think they just messed up the odds, and honestly, everybody was pulling him. I pulled him twice. I pulled him out of a B&D 1-coin pack. That's how glitched and broken the odds were, I guess you could say. But I mean, it helps everybody. Even if you weren't home for the quote-unquote glitch, he's 800K. This card would normally be 2 million coins probably if there was no overhaul in the odds, right? So 800K for this card, being a top 5 card in the game, one of the best corners. I think he's elite. 91 speed, 6'1", so he has good height on him. He's very, very fast, top-end speed. He gets great man coverage, great zone coverage. 91 press is insane with that speed too. And then ability-wise, he does get pick artist, man. That's all you really need to know. This guy is absolutely tweaking in the comments. Card blows. Okay. All right, but hey, moving on, AJ Terrell. I mean, he's tough, boys. I mean, there's not really much to ask for. Corner is probably the most important position in the game right now because how bad defense is. You want to spend the most coins there, and AJ Terrell is going to help you out as best as possible. At number 3, we got one of my favorite cards in the game, man. Randy Moss, I think, is the best wide receiver. They boosted the heck out of this card. He was 89 speed when they first revealed him. They boosted him up to 91. He's obviously 6'4". He's boosted right now in height, too, so he's up to, I think, it's +8. I think he's 7 foot, isn't he? I mean, regardless, Randy Moss is ridiculous. I mean, statistically, not much we got to know about. He is crazy here, right? He has 90 medium, 90 deep, 88 short, 91 spec catch. And then also, when it comes to, what was I going to say? He gets, they're up here. I don't know why I went all the way down here. He gets these weird boosts, which it doesn't boost himself, but it will boost any of these other players, and you could change it too. It'll help boost any of the factions. I don't know which one you guys are running, but these little boosts definitely do help. It also will boost your overall too. But I think Randy Moss, he's elite, man. Also gets the best team in the game in Niners. One of the best teams in the game in Patriots. Raiders is really, really solid as well, man. I think Moss has got to be on every football field right now, especially how easy it is to get him. Number 2, he is ridiculously expensive, but I think it's for a reason. This card is broken. I mean, he is by far the best linebacker in the game. I think Isaiah Simmons is really good too. Didn't want to include him on a list like this because you can't get him anymore, and he was free. But Fred Warner, 91 speed at middle linebacker while being 6'3", while having 91 change direction, 91 play rec, and 91 zone. And literally every major stat he needs to have as a linebacker, he has all at 91. He's ridiculous, boys. Gets the best chem in the game. Everybody knows Niners is really team 1 right now. He's ridiculous, man. Go get you a Fred if you can afford it. I think he's the best card on defense right now outside of this number 1 guy coming up. Number 1, I got to go with Primetime. I think he's easily corner 1 right now in the game and probably the best defensive card in the game. He's the only card in the game with 92 base speed. He has great excel on him, great change of direction, 894, which will also help with the play rec 90. He has both the man and zone. I like to see I hate to say like the 88 zone or whatever. I don't like to bring it up too much because I feel like everybody who wants zone is going to have strat cards anyway. So it's really like there's no worth in me mentioning this, because you're going to have 90. Every person that's going to have a card like this is going to have 90 on him. So I don't even want to mention that it's 88. It's really 90 plus if you think about it. The press being at 80 does suck, but I will say most people aren't pressing, at least that I play against. And if you do press a lot, play him at safety. He's the best DB in the game regardless, so play him at safety. And then also, ability-wise, this is the reason why I think everybody needs him on the squad. If you are going God Squad, he gets 0 AP pick artist. Where is it at? I don't see it on here. For some reason, I'm not seeing it on here. I don't know if they have it on the website. I think this is it. I don't know. It doesn't say AKA, but he does have an AKA 0 AP pick artist. I don't think Mutt.gg has it updated. So basically, it's lit up. It starts the game lit up. It turns on and off, but it's 0 AP. You're going to have a pick artist lighting up while you could still have other guys like AJ Terrell, like, I don't know, Wool, and other guys like that, boosted. Boys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to comment down below which guys on this list do you have, and also which guy got snubbed. I think the only guy I can mention is probably Tariq Woolen, but I do think AJ Terrell in primetime I would preferably have on my team because of speed and also abilities, and they're also just insane cards. But I think you could definitely argue Woolen in here. He's probably my 11 or probably closer in the 10. But let me know how you guys feel, and hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace out, boys.